Hello and welcome to this week's NPL. Alby Kidd and Chris Dittmar with you here at Triple M, and all thanks to the Adelaide Fence Company. Alby, well done to everyone at Campbelltown last night. I know they went down, but what a great effort. What a terrific crowd.
Yeah, fantastic. They really played well against Melbourne City there, and really 2-1 for a long time. And then they got the goal at the end to kill the game off. But really, they went a goal up with Fifey scoring the penalty kick. But I tell you what, you look at the NPL and you look at the A-League, there was a bit of a difference, let's be honest about it, but they've done very, very well. Yeah,
well done to everyone again at Campbelltown, because it looked like it was a fantastic night. I want to talk about Adelaide Olympic, Alby. They are the team of the moment, aren't they? They are on fire.
Yeah, flying. You know, you go back to the FFA Cup where they won 4-3. That was, a magnificent game to watch, and then you look at their game on the Saturday again, the league programme against Campbelltown.
Yep.
Who would have thought they would have went up there after beating the Perth team in the FFA Cup? But they went up there, they beat Campbelltown. I tell you what, Ditts, they are flying.
Well, they're up to second on the ladder, and they are the informed team at the moment. They are the hardest team to play right now. They've got Adelaide United this weekend, so it'll be interesting to see how they go, because they have had a lot of games over the last couple of weeks. Let's look at the other end of the table, shall we, because the relegation battle is becoming more and more interesting. This weekend, Adelaide City plays South Adelaide. You'd expect them to get the points there, but they are equal at the moment with West Adelaide.
Yeah, look, it makes for a great end of the season there, and who would have thought West Adelaide and Adelaide City down the bottom there? Let's be honest about it. I think mathematically the Panthers could escape, but I don't think they will, Ditts. I think Panthers will go down, but it'll be very, very interesting with Adelaide City and West Adelaide. West Adelaide, they got a lifeline from Para Hills beating Adelaide City at the weekend, so they've got there'll be a lot of momentum at West Adelaide just now. And I'll tell you what, the last three games.
Well, I've got to play Campbelltown this weekend, and obviously Campbelltown start favourite, but they've had the midweek game last night, so, are they tired on the weekend? It might give West Adelaide a glimmer of hope, but that's a tough game for them.
Well, West Adelaide scored 4 goals. Let's not forget that last week they won 4-1, so they'll have a bit of momentum happening. And you're right what you're saying. That's in the FFA Cup. Maybe the guys will be a bit tired. Take their foot off the pedal a little bit. West Adelaide down the bottom. It'll be a good game, but can West Adelaide beat Campbelltown? I'm not sure.
All right. Let's have a look at the player votes from last weekend's round of matches. So in the first game there, Alan Walsh gets votes from both players, and he's one of the leaders. We'll get to the leaderboard in just a moment. No votes this week for Hamish McCabe, Alby. That's one of the first times ever.
Yeah, there'll be a family feud there. I think his brother picked up the votes, but never mind.
Got the 3 votes. Perry Mitras with a 3 as well. And as we go down, the interesting one at the bottom there, Olympic and Campbelltown, only 3 players get the vote. So they were obviously the standouts. And Christos Penendis, who scores a lot of goals, getting the 3 from both coaches, which is great. And Christy Vangelli, he's one of the imports. So he's he's played 30 times for Albania. So great to have him in our local competition.
Decent player, the Albanian guy. And you look at Christos there, Penendis, he's on fire as well. I seen him playing against Blue Eagles a few weeks back, and very comfortable on the ball, scoring goals. I think he's the top goal scorer this year.
All right.
He's up there.
Let's have a look at the leaderboard. This is for the Triple M Player of the Year, thanks to James Threadgold Jewellers. Hamish McCabe way out in front, but Alan Welsh has moved into equal second place there. And you can see it's quite close voting, apart from Hamish McCabe, miles out in front. All right, let's turn our attention to this week's round of matches, Alby. A couple of real standout games here. I like the Comets Croydon Kings game, and that is important for the makeup of the finals.
Yeah,
it's at Croydon.
Croydon Kings, they've improved over the last 2. They've had a bit of a speed hump there along the way, but they're on song now. They had a good victory at the weekend, so that'll be a tough game for Comets.
Yep. We've already mentioned the Adelaide City game against South Adelaide. Adelaide City have to win, no doubt about that.
Well, it'd be an absolute disaster if they can't beat Panthers. They are a decent side, Adelaide City, but just they had that 6 points deducted at the start of the year. They've never caught up or got over that, but they are well and truly in the relegation battle.
They are. Which other games do you like this weekend?
Yeah, looking at, you mentioned Olympic against Adelaide United, the youth, Paul Pesses again. I'd mentioned him nearly every week, but doing a great job there. I think that might be a tough game for Olympic. It'll just basically form where they're actually at, but they are in good form just now, so that's going to be a tough game for Olympic.
All right, and Raiders, they're in the top couple as well. Olympic have leapfrogged them, so Raiders will want to have a win this week.
Yeah, Raiders playing against Para Hills, and you and I spoke to Barney Smith during the week there.
Not easy to play Para Hills.
No, he's got a good side there. He's got his guys firing, and really, I think that Raiders have got a really difficult game on their hands. But I'd like to mention Metro Stars as well, Ditts.
Yep.
They've been beaten 4 times in the trot. They've got a very difficult match against Adelaide Blue Eagles, who's up. I think they're sitting in 3rd place just now.
Yep.
But that's going to be a very, very hard game for Metro Stars.
Another great round coming up this weekend, all thanks to Adelaide Fence Company. Enjoy your weekend at the football, and we'll see you next week.
Cheers, Ditts.